In 2016, I cut out chicken, pork, and beef and became a pescatarian. I've never really scoured fish markets. The only fish I ever prepared was shrimp and canned tuna and salmon. I would pray for the lobsters every time I would go into Red Lobster. And I learned that hundreds of thousands of turtles, whales, dolphins, and porpoise die every year from getting caught in fishing nets. But I just couldn't put down my tuna because that's what I kept telling myself. Until I saw this.
Tell me how this makes sense. Tell me how you're that big and they put you in a tank that small. Look at this shit. Yo. Honestly, I've never even seen anything like this in my fucking life. Even when I started the video, I didn't see this. Wow, I'm dead about to cry. I don't even know what to do right now, but I have to do something. So, I'm outside of the Chinese food restaurant. There's a fish in here that's like upside down. There's like moss and like fish shit floating on the top. That one's damn near dead. It's the saddest thing. Oh. You ever seen a fish go above water to get air? I've never seen that. You ever seen a fish go above water to get air? Hi, how are you? I just want to know, is it possible like to get those fish in at least this tank just so they have some like room to swim around? Those fish, they're all like on top of each other, kind of dying?
No,
They're not dying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? That they're in there like kind of all laying on top of each other and the water's like bubbly? It looks nasty, right? That's why you made that face. Well, eventually, hopefully you guys can just like put those fish in that other tank just so they have room, because you don't want to be with a whole bunch of other people in like a tank or whatever, right? All right. Thank you for listening. At least he wasn't trying to listen to me because he knows it's the truth, but thank you very much. They torture fish here. I'm good now. Thank you. Crazy.
I find it ironic that this establishment is called Ocean Palace, when the display of suffocating fish showcased the exact opposite of what an ocean represents. New East Ocean Palace is the reason I will never eat fish again. Although some of us have become accustomed to the inhumane treatment of fish before they're served to us, these images are just way too disturbing not to share. From the mold, dirt, and grime floating on the top of their tanks, to the groups of large fish crammed into a full tank, as you can see, there's a nearly empty tank right next to them. Some of the fish were even floating upside down. My mom made a very good point, saying that when we eat these fish, we eat all the trauma and the stress that they've gone through. I hope that one day someone, a lawmaker, who knows, maybe it'll be me, will end the practice of the inhumane upkeep of fish before they're served on a platter. How would you feel if your last moments on this earth were spent in a tank that you had to come out, oops, typo, of for air, but couldn't because there was grime blocking the top of your tank or other fish laying on top of you? Thank you for reading, and please do not support this establishment.